The average smashing the niggas that's trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the cribs, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the average smashing the niggas that's trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the cribs. Welcome to another live session at the Blunt Lab. I am Al, joined by my younger brother Marcus. What's going on, little bro?
What up? What up?
All right, before we get into things, let me just hit you up with a little inquiring minds question.
Okay.
All right, little bro. So you and I consider ourselves both decent writers whenever, So let me ask you this question. You're writing a book about the most painful goodbye of your life. What would the last sentence be? And if you're out there listening, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and participate if you'd like to as well. So I'll ask it again. You're writing a book about the most painful goodbye of your life. What would the last sentence be?
That's a good question, man. What would the last sentence be? Damn. I don't know. You got me blanking. I'd say, I don't know, maybe like an appreciation for what it was, even if it's gone now. Maybe a thank you.
Mine would be real simple. You did this.
Rick Grimes. You did this to us.
That's right. You did this.
I mean, what if they didn't do it though? What if it was
if it's the most painful goodbye, yeah, you did this. Now there are things, of course, I'm always going to accept responsibility for, the shit that I've done, of course. But in this situation, I know it ain't going to be me.
True.
I know it ain't going to be me. So it's going to end, you did this. You're lucky I'm not adding a motherfucker to it,
True.
But, yeah, that's what it would be. Now, before we get into the meat of things, there's this video I want to have Micah play real quick. This shit cracked me the fuck up, bro. Go ahead and roll clip, baby. This is out of Taiwan. Lady's like, madness, you say? Boom!
Oh, that was Spartan chick.
Okay. And she's like, all right, I'll take my bag back. Now, in the notes or the comments, if you will, they're talking about the old lady wanted to like place her bags where this chick was sitting. Now, if you saw on that bus or train, whatever they were on, there were plenty of other empty seats. You could have rested your bag anywhere else, but you chose to fuck with it and you touched her, which essentially is assault. Most people, what? Because she's old, she didn't deserve to be Spartan kicked. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, listen. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Praise God on that, bro. Now, let's start with Gen V, though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'll start off by saying that, once again, they added a scene in which we really didn't need to see because nothing about that scene helped me with the rest of the episode.
Which scene are you talking about in particular?
Cypher and that container dude. All right, what? Showing us Cypher's balls, butt crack, and the tip of the dick in the toilet wasn't enough. Now we have to see his dad's. I think that's what he said he was his father. And we have to see him. Now look, okay, yes, it shows that Cypher loves his dad because he's caring for him in such a manner. But again, did we really need to see him wipe his ass and the doo-doo?
Is that... Who is that dude, though? His dad? Like, who is that?
I'm curious. I'm
I
curious because
think
I
it's
will
old
say,
boy, man. I think it's like Godolkin himself. That's what I'm thinking.
you think so?
I think so, and I kind of feel like
Oh,
no.
that
I
would make
thought,
sense because he says that's his father. They
mm-hmm.
consider oh,
And I was like, maybe he's using Cipher, like the way Cipher's power works, like he can use others. Like
because you
maybe,
saw it now. Because you see how Cypher's been like one step ahead of everybody,
yeah, he knows everything that's about to happen.
and it made sense knowing his relationship to Homegirl from The Boys. Because
Mm-hmm.
her superpower is being the smartest human being ever. Or
Yeah, like Mr. Fantastic.
you know what I mean? So she basically can tell you your next move before you make it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't need to see them having sex either. To be fair.
Yeah. So what I'm wondering is if Cypher can turn other people into meat puppets
Mm-hmm.
because of Homeboy's condition. Maybe he shares the same power as Cypher. So Cypher getting some ass helps him out as well. I mean, I don't know.
He was staring,
Oh,
like he was
and
enjoying it.
the way she was looking at him too, like the whole scene was
Yeah,
just yeah. I
those
probably
yeah, they go too far. Like I get it, you guys are provocative and crazy, but like some stuff can be implied. You don't have to show everything. Like, you can imply
yeah,
things.
be.
Just
I
be
don't mind
subtle.
if you're going to be unpredictable, but I mean, again, like what did him bathing him lets us know he's a caring son, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
All that other stuff, come on,
Yeah.
we didn't. I don't need to see him wiping his ass. Come on, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
ugh, get the fuck out of here with that. How about Sam going home to see mom and pops?
Bro, Sam might be the best character on the show, man. Like I feel genuinely bad because I don't think Sam's even that like a bad person or anything.
You
He's just
saw
been
when
screwed.
little Twinkle Star called him up so they can because Kate, if you don't know already, ends up in jail in that spot. So Marie, Jordan, and little
Mm-hmm.
girl. What's her
What's
name?
it?
Emma? Is it Emma?
Yeah, Emma, Little
Okay.
Cricket.
They're basically going to break her out because blah blah blah. It's the right thing to do. Whatever. Sam kept it really real. He's like, hey, look, I don't really give a fuck about Kate. Straight up, those were his words. I don't give a fuck about Kate. She's where she deserves to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, you can see the side of Maria in them. Of course, they want to do the right thing,
Yeah,
and you can understand Sam too.
yeah. As many times as she's like messed with his head, I get it. I definitely get it. He doesn't want to be involved in this stuff no more. And we find out that he's like clinically crazy. Like it's not really
Yeah, it's a
it's
genetic
his
thing.
genetics. Yeah, it's not.
Mhm.
It wasn't even the V. The V just made him like a monster about it. But yeah, I've always liked Sam, and I've always liked his arc. I never thought of him as like a villain. I just felt like he was being manipulated a lot and
Mhm.
like made into this weapon. But you can see that he's still that little boy. That he doesn't want to be any of these things. He wanted us to go home and see his folks.
Yeah.
And he
Now,
has anger issues.
which are would you say he's bipolar? Well, I wouldn't say bipolar. There's a ton of other stuff in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But you heard of his uncle?
Yeah.
The mom breaks it down. The uncle was a psychopath. Well, you don't want to label it like that, but the uncle was unstable as well. They
Mm-hmm.
thought the V would protect him and help him, but it did not. How genuine do you feel his parents' feelings are for him?
I think they're pretty genuine because I don't know. Watching this show makes you think like, why would any parent give that to their child? And every parent's reasoning, whether it makes sense or not, it still seems like the wrong thing to do. You know, but I feel like they do love him. I'm pretty sure they loved his brother more, just by how that all
Well,
looked, and like his
yeah,
brother wasn't locked away. You know,
the
and
other
I
brother was stable, if
yeah,
you will.
and like the
And
way that they helped him was send him to a facility. It's like I get it because in some circumstances that might be the option, but you got to think about how that's going to make him feel as a child. Like, he's still a kid. And, like, you know,
feeling rejected that way, yeah, there's gonna be even like someone born with anger issues is only gonna have more anger issues when there's rejection,
mm-hmm.
some kind of pain, you know.
Exactly.
It's like I've always said here, man. Like I only know how to turn any kind of emotion into anger
Mm-hmm.
because it's how I've learned to handle things from as long as I can remember. So with him, knowing the issues that his uncle had, of course, it being passed down to him, like, yeah, you're only making it worse. But then they explained that, yeah, they told us you were dead at one point.
That's true.
And then they admitted to trying to go see him. And then they lied to them saying that he didn't want to see them.
That sounds like some Vought shit to a T. They cover their ass.
Because at first I questioned the mom's intention because you remember when he first gets there, like dad immediately wanted a hug.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, do you still give the world's best hugs? He didn't give a shit about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
When they were sitting at the table watching that puppet show that Sam likes to watch, he was like, hey, Mom, it's about to be the funniest part.
Mm-hmm.
There was a face she made before she said, oh, I'm on my way.
Yeah, I saw that.
That made me question. Now, we don't know who she called or whether or not she was trying to get pizza.
But there is a element of fear that they should comfortably have for him, considering he is unstable naturally or like genetically, and then you add on that he's essentially a Superman, because that's kind of what his power is, right? He can fly,
Mm-hmm.
he's super strong. So I get that level of fear that they would have, but I also look at it like, you know, the person though, like. I'll try to correlate it with Homelander. Homelander is like that. He's unstable, and he's been rejected a lot, and he's never felt like actual true love. Like I would look at Sam,
like Sam, they were brought up in an institution.
Yeah, but I would look at Sam and think like I wouldn't think of him that way because he did have a family structure. Granted, they did discard him to a degree, but his brother was cool with him. Like his brother didn't have no issues with him, even though he knew how he was. And that's what I mean. Like I feel like the parents are like that too, but I do feel like there's some fear there, which makes sense because he can eviscerate you, and that's it. And he probably wouldn't even mean to do it. That's what makes it even worse. Like he probably would just like when he pushed the dad and like threw him across the yard. Like he didn't mean to like hurt him. He was just upset, and I don't know. Like, I don't feel like he's harnessed his power yet because he's so young. If they can ever find a way for him to focus it, he could be the greatest hero in this universe.
I think he's stronger. Yeah, I think he's stronger. I know they're trying to make Marie out to be the strongest one, but I think like right now he could whoop Homelander's ass.
Oh yeah, Homelander can't fight too. That's what people fail to realize about Homelander. That's why, like you and him.
Is that what y'all saying about me?
No. That's the difference. That you can fight, and you just don't have powers. If you have powers, it'd be bad. But like Homelander can't fight, bro. He got power,
no,
and like he can use those powers, and he's smart about it. But like actual like combat, like Homelander can't throw hands with nobody. Like if he had to fight somebody where his powers were null, he get worked by probably everybody, bro.
I think Soldier Boy would work his ass out.
Soldier Boy's a goddamn soldier too, so you know he can fight, and he's got power too. Like Black Noir would fuck him up if like the powers were like off the table, like you know. So
well, isn't Black Noir his twin brother?
In the comics, it's like a clone. Like I think Vought made a clone of Homelander just in case he ever went off the deep end, which was crazy because the Black Noir is actually worse than Homelander is in the comic. But in the show, I get why they like switched it up because you know you want to have some originality. Like I get that. Yeah. I'm curious as what season 5 is going to look like. Because Black Noir is in a lot of the marketing, so I'm like maybe they went down that route and made like a Homelander clone. You know,
I mean, you see, but what's that girl, the smartest girl? What's her name? Do you remember?
I hate her. Well, yeah, I don't remember. She's a good actress, great actress. I've seen her in Orange Is the New Black. She's an awesome actress. That's how I know she's a good actress, because I fucking hate her. I hate her character. I hate it so much. And you know what makes me, because I was like telling Alyssa about it, like when they depict the person as the smartest person in the world, they always come off as this pompous, arrogant dickhead. Like, even if that's not even the meaning of what they are, it's like, I guess because they're so intelligent, like they can't.
Everybody's beneath them, bro.
Yeah, everything's like intelligently, everybody's on a completely lower level. So that's the only way they can come off. But I feel like with her, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like she's playing all sides of this, and I think that's going to be her downfall, because whatever she's planning with Cypher, and like, oh, Homelander, this, that, like, okay, you do know Homelander will kill people. Mm-hmm. He killed a dude in front of a crowd of people. Homelander don't care, bro. Like, especially if it's like a threat on his power or his control, bro. I can see Homelander going down, like fighting, like taking a lot of people with him. But I want to throw a prediction out as far as season 5. I don't want Homelander to die. That's not good enough. I want Homelander to lose his power. I want him to be a human. I want him to have to live a human life locked up somewhere. That would be poetic. Beautiful. And like, if Butcher wasn't on this don't hurt the kid, like, bro, this is what we came to do. Soldier Boy got him in the sights, bro. This is over. We're about to end this. We don't need to do this no more. Oh no, he's a child, Ryan. No, fuck out of here, bro. I don't let Ryan get got. And now he's growing up with Homelander, so he's gonna be on another.
Oh, he's gonna be. Dude, can you imagine being naturally born with that gift,
bro? That's what I'm saying. They need. I get where Butcher's coming from. He is a natural suit. Like, they didn't give him V. He was born with it. So he's going. I think he got way more power than Homelander. But now you just gave him to Homelander to raise. What's supposed to stop? I guess with Cypher, like that might be the twist. Like, maybe Cypher isn't the villain. Like, they're depicting him. Like, maybe he's trying to stage a coup and like take Homelander out of power. Because the way that they're showing it, and I'm assuming season 5 is going to be, but the president is essentially Homelander's puppet. So like, Homelander's president. He gets to do whatever he wants. I mean, they're going to need some kind of resistance to this, you know. Butcher's 6 months till he's dead. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it.
And Genji's been
I gotta say too, these fools getting themselves locked back up. Like,
what about Marie's sister? She's a fucking soup.
Oh yeah, bro. I'll say though, with Marie, because at first I was wondering, like, what is she doing? Because her throat was cut, bro. For her to take the blood from herself and them, put it back into her, close her wound. Oh, she's on another level, bro. Like, she might be like an Omega type power too. That was crazy. Like, that was awesome.
Damn. And then when they were, I don't know if it was this episode or the preview that let me know that her sister is a suit. Because when Cypher's cut, she's like, I can feel him.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a human.
Yeah.
And then Marie gives her that look. I think it was a preview for next week. And Marie gives her that look. Like, what?
That's the thing. Like, wasn't that the whole issue? That, for one, Marie's parents gave her the V as a child, didn't tell her. And then when her natural part of becoming a woman happens and she kills them by accident, then you make her to be the villain of this.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe her taking the blood from everybody and transfusing it to her could have turned her into something too.
Because that's a bunch of different powers working in. And Kate, Kate, she's got to figure out the way that she can. It's like the wording of how she's saying it, like to compel people to do shit. Because she still has the power, but it's not like what she's saying.
Hey, when that shit went right to his eyeball, he was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Whoop. I kind of like that her powers are dysfunctioning.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the dude fucking the gnome or whatever that thing is called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kate's power is cool, bro. Like, I'm thinking about it from season 1. Like, I don't know that I want it because I mean, for one, you got to touch somebody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you could essentially get anybody to do anything, even soups. Like it works on soups too.
Every soup.
So that's like she could touch Homelander and be like, "Hey, blow your own head off."
Laser everybody.
Like he gonna do it. And nobody's been able to get like Cypher. We haven't seen because she hasn't touched him. Like she's tried to, and he snatched her up. Because, like you said, he seems to be a step ahead, a step or two ahead of everything. So,
and his power to be able to do what he can do, but then I don't know if
Jordan
he's
said
giving
it hurts
himself.
though. Like Jordan said he was hurting doing it.
Because I don't know if he's giving himself away because when he's taunting Jordan, he says, "I knew I could get into you because you're weak."
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a thing as well.
Oh, like a power level, like how you can control him. But it was telling when she was like, "Nah, that didn't feel good. You were hurting. I felt how much that hurt you." And he kind of just gave it. He's like, "All right, whatever," and kept it moving. So there's something to that too. Like
my man who plays Cypher I love the way he's playing it.
Oh, he's awesome. That dude's great in everything I've seen him in. He's awesome. I love that guy.
Do you see Paul Rudd playing that role? And do you think Paul Rudd? I mean, granted, my man is doing I don't see anybody else playing it. I'm just curious to.
I could see it. It'd be different because like it's hard for me to look at Paul Rudd and take him serious fully seriously. Like he's played serious roles, but there's always a hint of humor in there. Like with Cypher, like he comes off kind of scary. Like it's intimidating. It's just like, bro, he's saying it and he's not overreacting. He's not screaming and yelling and being, boisterous about stuff. He's just cool, calm, collected, and just letting you know, like, bro, I will end you. But he stabbed when Polaris, Andres pops Clarity when he stats like he was like, go ahead and do it, go for it. Took the knife, stabbed his own hand. I was like, oh shit, I'd have got up and left. I'm like, well.
And then he puts it in my man's steak, talking about,
it's not gonna bother me. What? I don't know. The blood on it's gonna bother me though. So I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. And something's up with him because that thing that happened to Andre overusing his powers, like whatever it does to their body over time. I think there's more to that because I was watching this clip with when Homelander met the smart chick and she started breaking down like, hey, your prostate is huge and this and that. Like she's like, oh, and you get your hair dyed because you're getting old. Like I feel like there might be something to this, the way that you use your powers, like how it affects you over time, especially if you're overusing them.
Because even Jordan said it like, hey, Andre is dead and it's because of his powers and Vought doesn't want you to know. So I think their powers, it's a side effect. Yeah, it's a side effect.
Yeah.
So this episode was great, man. Can't wait for the next episode. Again, that's Gen V on Amazon. Check that out. So far, so fucking good. Yeah. Now, before Borderlands, let's talk Marvel Zombies. Bro, Marvel has stepped up their animation, pimping. Marvel has stepped up their animation. I can't remember which episode it was. I might be jumbled all over the place, but when Thanos was actually figuring out, when zombie Thanos was figuring out what he can do, and dude, Captain America he was half a freaking zombie.
He was giving Red Guardian work, bro. With an upper body, no legs. Giving him work. I like how a girl was like, you need help with him? Like, what the hell's going on, bro? Like, finish this off, man. What are you doing? Back there playing.
Scarlet Witch?
Oh. Hey, man. Then in reality, bro. Ooh. The way it ended, it has to be another season. Because it's so open-ended. Like, did it work? Did anything change?
Here's where I have a little bit of beef. You see how incredibly powerful the Incredible Hulk is. You mean to tell me all this bitch has to do is touch you?
That's true.
And you're giving it up.
Like, that shows her power too. Scarlet Witch is like Magic does mess with hope historically.
True.
Magic
But
is the thing that kind of gets them.
with what he was able to do in
Yeah,
that form, she should have never been able to get close.
that's true. And she was warping reality, bro. Like she was
Bro,
warping how she could even appear. I'd be like, oh, I was infected, but now I'm good. Like, what?
I'm just trying to help. Like, dude,
How does
the
that
way
work?
when we lost Riri
Oh,
and Haley in the beginning, I was like, dang.
yeah. I was like, yo, they marketed like they were a part of the show. Like they up out here in the episode. Whoa.
In 5 minutes, if that. In
I'll
five
say,
minutes.
I loved Kamala, Miss Marvel, bro. For the one, the actress that plays her in the movies is awesome, and doing the
In the
voice
movie and the show.
and the
She's
show.
great.
I love her character, and I love that she was like the centerpiece of it because it's kind of like the Spider-Man thing, like where she's still like a kid, and like there's I don't know, there's an innocence to like what she's doing, what she wants to do, and like
Dude,
I think she's gonna be important going forward with the Young Avengers and everything.
how about Nova Corps just straight up being straight assholes?
Bro, I had a feeling that's what that was gonna be because Nova Corps, like they're like essentially like police. They're like this planet is compromised. Like we can't have y'all going out and affecting the fucking universe. Like you can go back or we can kill you.
I was like, man, they did all that.
And Moon Knight Blade.
Oh, my dude.
They got Mahershala as that is him drawn. I don't know if he did the voice, but that's his face.
Mm-hmm.
When are we gonna get the Blade movie, man? Like, oh my god, we need the Blade movie. He's.
I really enjoyed the fact that they was it Khonshu?
Mm-hmm.
Khonshu? That they had him in Blade.
Yes.
You see what kind of being he is. Who was it that was being the smart ass? I'm about, white, huh? In the zombie apocalypse? Yeah, that's a real good
This one hit home too, bro. Like a lot of the deaths hurt. Like the widows, that was awful. Yelena.
Oh, dude, the
Guardian.
way Kamala went to the Guardian when he lost Yelena.
Yeah, that was tough.
Dude, she was tough.
Yeah. And this is like bridged off of that What If episode of like I can't remember how this whole thing started. I think it started in the quantum realm and like
yeah, I forget.
Ant-Man and the Wasp came out with it and like it affected the Avengers and then everything happened on that universe. But I feel like it has to be a second season because it just left too many questions.
Yeah, and 4 episodes just isn't enough.
Mm.
And I'd
like to see them bridge into different realities. Like it's a possibility. The thing with me though is scary. The Scarlet Witch with her ability to bend reality. Like she can make it look like it's fine. So
yeah,
if another, let's say like the Fantastic Four or somebody went into this universe where they think everything is cool and they get caught up.
The zombies that were, I mean, you had was it old girl from Wakanda?
Okoye.
Oh, you had Okoye as a zombie.
Bald-headed demon. You bald-headed demon.
Again, Captain America as a zombie, Thanos as a zombie. Dude, when Red Guardian turned.
Yeah, bro. That was tough, man. The animation was awesome. I love the R or the TVMA effect. It's just being gory and bloody. Like that's the way it should be. Like
yeah, fuck these kids.
It was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I feel like Marvel's been since Deadpool and Wolverine, I feel like they've been on a good path. I mean, Captain America Brave New World wasn't awful. It's not the worst Marvel. It's not the best one either. But, you know, Thunderbolts was good. Fantastic Four. So.
Dude, this gets a straight up 4 out of 5 blunts from me.
Yeah, easy.
And it's only 4 of it. It easily gets 4 out of 5 blunts from me.
I wanted more. Like, I want more.
You and me both. I got what is it? Wakanda something.
Oh, the Eyes of Wakanda. I gotta watch that too.
That's on deck. It's only 4 episodes as well, and I'm like, so You're gonna give me 4 30-minute episodes? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I need
I
more.
think they're
We
just
want
trying to see,
more.
because people
Mhm.
like shit on What If for some reason. I thought the What If episodes were fucking great.
I mean,
because it's not our regular canon, so they can do anything with it.
we all can't be smart, bro. So those
Yeah.
that disagree, whatever. We don't give a
That's
damn.
it. Mm.
But yeah, 4 out of 5 blunts for me. Highly
Mhm.
recommended. Disney Plus. That's Marvel Zombies. Check that out.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's get to the meat.
Mm-hmm.
The meat. I'm not going to. All right. Episode 1. Most people forgot. Some of them are working in the clinic because I guess season 2 ended with it being a meteor hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was dead for a few minutes. These are the ones that came back.
Like
But then
purgatory.
the ones that died in the game essentially had died in real life
Mm-hmm.
or were intended on dying in real life. We meet the Japanese Professor X in this episode.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even put that together.
Um,
That's perfect. Yeah.
like I knew he was no good. Like Professor X is this guy was up to. I knew he was no good.
I knew it.
Because when you're that caught up with, see, I don't want to judge those people either because that's the way he was caught up with the occult, death, and all that other shit. You knew he was up to no good.
Yeah.
So essentially, he lures Usagi, which was Arisu's chick, back into the games. Because she's been seeing her dad in her dreams. She's caught up. She never got to say goodbye to her dad. So she's living with those thoughts and feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy to lure her back into the game, bro. You knew now, homeboy. In the last season, that chose to stay. That literally looks like a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Between him and the Japanese Professor X, you automatically knew they no good people. They were up to no good.
They were in cahoots.
And off rip, you can kind of see my man wasn't doing things fairly anyway. Because in the first 2 seasons, the way this season started, again, we find out it was a meteor. They were in the afterlife, purgatory, if you will.
The way they kind of depict is like it's purgatory, and like you said, if they fight and make it out, then they choose
essentially.
Life. Mm-hmm. But if they don't, then they were dying in real life.
The first 2 seasons, the games you had a chance to win, or at least one person
fair
had
chance.
Yes,
very fair chance too.
And off rip, you can kind of see homeboy wasn't being fair.
No.
With how he lured Usagi back in,
knowing,
okay, yeah, is Arisu the greatest player to ever play the game?
Bro,
the nigga might be, he might be the GOAT. He might be the GOAT.
Bro, that dude, man, I want to see him in more stuff. I love that guy. I love him.
Yeah. Looks like because awesome. I actually, not to be racist, because I'm half Asian. Not all Asians look alike to me, but I thought I kind of thought they replaced his character because he looked different from the first 2 seasons. But Micah let me know that he looked like he gained a little bit of weight, probably enjoying some Alice in Borderland money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Eating more than just sushi. So
it deserves it though.
Yeah, absolutely. The first game was I forget the name of the game, but the consequence was
fire arrows. Bro, how about this though? And I was gonna say this: the plot armor for Arisu is thick as shit. I love him, but bro, when his not to like skip ahead, but when his guess and he was 100 million off, it took 100 million years for them damn arrows to get there. Like they had time to talk. They
had time to think. Like
stone up.
Did you slow down time to figure this out? And like, dude, let me say this, bro.
So I was like, that's
If
okay.
if we were playing those games,
Mhm.
well, this particular game,
Oh,
well, the Alice and Borderland games, I feel like that my success rate would be
mhm.
very low. And if you add math to the equation, we lose.
Once
We're
math is in,
dead.
I'm out. I'm
We're
out.
dead. It's
Yeah,
over.
I can't do nothing with the math. Can't do nothing with math.
Yeah, there were certain things like, okay, really?
But
They're
you're
gonna
right
make it.
though. Like the game master, oh boy, that decided to stay, he did bring it. I mean, and he kind of explained himself like this ain't fun without his Arasu is so great, and I want him to stay. And like he, essentially told the professor like, hey, you bring her, that's gonna bring him, and we keep him here. And like I get it, but I just feel like they wrote her character like, and maybe this is just an evolution thing. I'm just like, I don't think that she would have done that in season 2, even with seeing her father and like that
She was
unfinishedness
smarter
of it.
than that.
Yeah, it felt like she just like reverted. And like I'm thinking the Arasu like, well, goddamn, bro, like, why do you keep bringing me in here? I don't want to do this no more. Like,
Bro,
goddamn.
here's where Arisu got really smart because we'll move on to episode 2 because you had the fortune game
Mm-hmm.
where I forget how that one went because it was the fortune game and the zombie game. I think the fortune game was the one with the arrows because that was a
Yes.
continuation. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you would read your fortune, you have to figure some math shit out. Boom,
Yeah.
consequence. Those fucking fire. The zombie game, bro.
That one was
Now,
that was deep.
before we continue, here's where I had a little bit of a problem. Season 1 and season 2, outside of the folks that died, they were very consistent about keeping certain characters.
Mm-hmm.
Said characters were fucking phenomenal in their roles.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bringing Usagi back along with Arisu. I'm not going to jump ahead, but again, there were characters that you should have brought back to come play the game as well, even though you
Yes.
wanted them, because those other characters played the game
Mm-hmm.
just as well, even though they followed Arisu's lead.
Mm-hmm. They
A
still have
lot of
that
them,
experience.
yeah, a lot of them survived before Arisu, so
Mm-hmm.
they were playing the game well.
Yeah.
So you should have brought them the fuck back. Now this zombie game, bro. We meet. I forget her name. Ray.
Ray. Yeah.
Okay.
I knew Ray was on. I knew she was playing both sides from the jump, but you know,
Kind
smart
of
though.
hot. Kind of
Smart.
hot.
And Arisu again show why he's the go to this shit, bro. When he's
Bro.
talking to him,
Because
he's like, I was the whole time I was like, you just trust him. Like people I notice he's got that gravitation to him. Like people just want to like follow. Like, did you see like he knows what he's doing? He's so confident about shit. It's like, bro, this is what we're gonna do. And it's gonna
I
work.
mean,
And he proved
his
it with
best
the
friend.
force. Like the
His best
14
friend
game.
told him.
Mm,
His best friend said it in the jump. He's like, "Hey, man, in any kind of game, he's like, you're the smartest one of us all."
yeah.
You know.
He's a beast, man.
I
He's
like
a beast.
how I didn't like how they tried to recreate some characters. Take Karabe's character in the first season. He
Mm.
could fight. He was a tough guy. In this season, they bring in your gangster, the Yakuza.
Oh yeah. I love that guy, man.
Oh, yes.
He was about that shit. He's about that shit.
When the term gangster gets thrown around,
Mm-hmm.
that's your definition right there. If you guys want to know the way that guy played that character, the character he played on that show, that's the true definition right there. Even
Mm-hmm.
if all the other shit that they do is illegal, what he did in that, yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
a true G right there, pimping. But
And that
yeah,
zombie game proved one thing, and it always comes back to humanity, bro. We are our greatest threat. Like the way that they should have played that, where everybody could have trusted each other, and like nobody has to die. We could just trade cards until the rounds are up, and we just keep it moving.
greed, being selfish,
And there
there's
were vaccine cards, so everybody that was a zombie, we can vaccinate you, and all of us come over to this side. But they did say like the vaccine cards, It was only
Can only be
limited.
used once.
You can
Yeah, I
only
think
use
you
them
could only use it
once.
once.
So I guess there was going to be some casualties. But the way
To
that
attribute
it turned, like, man.
that game to like any other zombie infection, you see how fast it happens.
Yeah.
The zombies are always going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? The person that's infected, when you're scared and you feel all alone, you saw what they were doing.
Yeah.
When they knew they were in zombie and they needed to infect somebody else just so that they wouldn't be alone.
And bro, the way that old boy that was the leader of the humans, the way that they were going about it, like that essential thug shit, where like, oh, we're gonna find who's infected and we're gonna whoop their ass, and then they're gonna tell us who gave it to them, and we're gonna whoop their ass, and then you know what I mean, and we're gonna kill all of them. I was just like, it's
And
always competitive.
there's always that kind of dude.
Always. And I
There's
noticed that
always that
every
kind of dude.
game show or any show like this, whether it's Squid Game, whether it's Alice, whether it's this or that, there's always that one dude that is like, fuck everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it just rules by intimidation and fear. That's what I
And like
love about Arisu. Arisu rules with like camaraderie, and you know, he wants everybody to be okay and save everybody, even the assholes that don't deserve it. He wants to save. But
when he shouldn't have to. And this goes straight into episode 3. The zombies win because Arisu proved what a trickster he was. Ray's intention was to like be deceptive, straight up. And Arisu, being smart, knew this
exactly.
and
He called it.
use that to his fucking. I'm like, and again, that's why that game master wanted Arisu.
I had a feeling that he was a zombie that whole time. I mean, I know that he said that he was, but I had a feeling that he was, watching how he was moving. And he was never talking about hurting anybody. It was about all of us, essentially like what Ray was talking about, that trust. We build this trust and we can all just trade cards. And I guess like once you play with somebody, you couldn't play with them again. I'm assuming that, because if that was the case, you could just kept playing with the same 2 or 3 people over and over.
Yeah,
and over.
and that's another thing I had a problem with this season too. These games had way too many rules attached to them, and again,
But they
you're
were
gonna
all
lose.
set up to fail, though.
Yeah,
Like
every last one.
every game was set up with Arisu being the exception because of how good he is and how smart he is. He was always going to be okay, and just like his girl was always going to be okay because of the intelligence.
Because
And
this is the
having done
episode.
this.
This is the episode where we found out that the Japanese Professor X made the deal with the game master. Like, hey, bring her in.
And bro, talk about plot armor. How did he make it through the lasers? How'd that work?
What? Yeah, that was in the early game, right?
Yeah, I think that was when they were doing the zombie game. They were doing the laser game. I think it put to that. Like,
here's my thing with Usagi. You see this dude tossing people in front of the lasers.
Literally. Human
and you want to
shields.
help him?
Human shields, bro. Just hold here. Oh, watch out. And she's like, what are you doing?
You saw the way she defended him later on. You know, not to jump too far, but she defends him later on. Like, dude, this dude was throwing innocent people in front of lasers to survive.
I think if you watch though, and you see how he was going through it, like I don't think his intentions obviously weren't good. I think that they got there though. I think he started to have a change of heart because he wasn't doing as much dirty shit, and he did save her life on not to jump too far, but on the Tokyo Tower. Now he did save her, but that also goes with the agreement he had with Banda, to where I need you to get her to at least this stage, to where I can get Arisu, because he was like, well, if she dies, he ain't got no reason to go back. So, which is a
scumbag thing. Now,
but the Professor X was on some bullshit though. Like when he was tossing people in front of them lasers, I was like, yo. And just like again, the plot armor. Like I'm not saying that he couldn't do it, and they did show him doing pull-ups. So his upper body strength is stupid.
Yeah.
You know that he's like the Hulk up top, but like his legs don't work And how is he sliding around? I mean, he wasn't even crippled, bro. His legs just stopped working.
Dude, another game in that episode that I wouldn't survive is that runaway train.
Oh, that was tough.
You know, nigga got asthma.
And that's what whatchamacallit. As again, how the games were set up. That was a straight luck. That wasn't no skill. There was no strategy. It was like luck. You got 8 cars, and 3 of them don't have poison, and 4 do, or whatever it was. Or like 7 cars and 4 have it, 3 don't. You got to figure out which one's which. There ain't no damn way of figuring that out. But people just sacrificing themselves. Like, well, how about half of us wear the mask, half don't, and then we just switch it off. But I'm like, maybe if that's the case, you can take their cartridges after people die, take theirs, so you have extras. But
which I think there was a rule about that you couldn't use. So
again, it's set up to fail. Everybody set up to fail.
Everybody. Now, strolling on to episode 4, which was the bingo game.
Oh, that's the tower, Tokyo Tower. Yeah. I'm dead there. I'm dead. I can't. I can't.
At a certain, first off, like, look, I got this thing about heights.
Yeah.
So there's only but so far that I'm gonna climb, and if you're gonna rely on me to climb the heights that they were climbing, hey man, if all it is a laser through the dome, there's no pain. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? We're putting limits on ourselves, bro. If it's life or death of like our loved ones, I feel like we could go to places we didn't think we could.
Adrenaline,
just on the surface.
Adrenaline can take you, but so far.
Yeah, that's true.
But so far to where at some point physicality is going to come into play. Usagi was a rock climber. So she can do stuff.
Yeah, she was built
Professor, half man. You saw my man was doing pull-ups
his upper body
all day, every day. So, those guys, those kind of games, they survive. Me, again, I might be able to climb 1 level.
Well, I might be calling it.
At the next point, who knows? My asthma might kick in. The fear of heights might kick in.
And bro, the way they were falling and hitting shit, it was like Final Destination. You remember like the roller coaster one? Now people were dropping, hitting shit. Now when she fell and he grabbed her arm, I was like, see, I saw them damn pull-ups come. That thing's strong. And
she was able to help herself. Yeah. Like he was able to help her, but she was able to help herself because who was it? Because she tried to help somebody. But you can tell her being a regular chick, And
then when the one dude, the thicker guy, and he fell and he caught the ledge and he was like holding on. They were like, no, watch out. But I'm like, he's already fucked because he got hit with one of those things and fell and hit a few beams, was holding on. And then when he dropped, and Professor X tried to snatch him. I'm like, bro, he'd have took you with him. The velocity he was falling at, you was dumb. As strong as you are, bro, he'd have took you down, and that'd have just been it.
So I will say this: in light of real things going on in the world, I've gotten back into training. Real life has gotten me back into training. You know what I mean? So, yeah, get your body right.
Yeah. I think I need to start doing some stuff too, man. Just because.
Hey, bro, at the rate that we're being hunted at, you need to get right.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You need to get right. But
I'm glad that they explain what the show is, like it being like a purgatory kind of thing. Because I wondered if it was gonna be like mystical. I mean, I guess they kind of explained it at the end of season 2.
Yeah, we're getting because what was it? Because we're getting into the can game where the Yakuza guy showed what a true G. Now that game right there, I mean, really, that's designed to turn everybody against one another,
even teams.
But you saw how Arisu and his crew. They're like, hey, you can make it.
Yeah.
Some of them sacrificed making it out themselves to help somebody else go.
It's like we're gonna 1 by 1 this. We'll hand it off to each other. You get in, and we keep going.
But what was everybody else doing?
Off of
taking for
themselves.
themselves.
And Arisu was jacked up at this point from the train. Like, he was all beat up. His
Oh,
side was
bro,
all busted up and shit.
jumping through those. Yeah, you're not going to get me. One, I probably wouldn't have made it out the first car after the fumes. Two, jumping out of those trains at the rate that they were moving. You want me to trust your math?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. Mm-mm. No thanks. Because you saw one of them didn't make it. They jumped a certain way and they just hit their head up top. That'll be just my luck. You know what I mean? Yeah, no thanks. I ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. But the Yakuza
Professor X
dude,
swung himself in there. But like, if he
bro,
loses his legs, like, he ain't using them anyway. So what's the difference? But
he can't feel. He can't feel them shits.
that's the upper body strength again. This man swung himself over there. Like, yeah. But
Now
that
the
can't
next,
game. Nah,
yeah,
man.
it was designed for everybody. Like the fact that some people made it out of there, but again, it was designed. All these games leading up to that point were
And
designed to fail.
the two girls that were calling each other sister, those two hurt my heart.
Oh
Those hurt my heart.
man.
Especially like the older one that had got stabbed in the leg where it got shot with the arrow early. And like then the little one.
But you can tell the little martial artist girl that came in later on when
Mm,
Big Sister died, she had the
mm,
same necklace on, so that was actually her real sister.
mm.
And you would think that they would communicate to where, like, hey, she was she
Yeah.
got a different impression. That's
Yeah,
like,
she thought like, oh, you killed her. But like, no, I
mhm,
actually am the
I
reason
loved
she's
her.
been here. Yeah, I love
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah,
her. I knew
that's
that old boy wasn't gonna make it. The Yakuza guy. Once he told Arisu to go, and like he'll see him
yeah.
later, I was like, he's not gonna make it. He's not getting the last one.
You saw him look over to Arisu and actually smile
Mm-hmm.
right there at the end. He's like, "Hey, dog, I got this."
Made
Yeah,
sure none of them
boom.
fools got it either. But then, yeah, I knew, and it got to that point, bro. Like they weren't even trying to survive; they were just trying to kill him. Like they
Yeah.
breaking glass and stabbing him and cutting him and shit. I'm like, why don't one of you fools grab the can and try to live?
And
But
how
it's
was
like,
he
nah,
still
let's just
kicking
kill him.
ass?
Bro,
Yeah, he was
that's
still kicking ass, being sliced and diced the way.
tough. He's a beast, man. Damn.
Now, episode 5, possible future game. To me, that was the equivalent of a heart game
Yes.
in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saw how the brother and sister let their emotion and how possible future
Mm-hmm.
deviate them from the plan. Arisu had a plan for everybody.
He
And
always does.
even and during this, wheelchair man was like showing you his true colors. Arisu just put out a plan. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this without questioning him."
Yeah.
Like, hey,
He's
dude,
gotten us
what
this
you?
far. He's survived this game multiple times at this point. Yes, he knows.
And
And
that
that
one lady,
Professor X knows who he is because old boy wants him. So you got to know he's like the Michael Jordan of this shit. Why not trust him? We all make it out
and
of
that
here.
lady, she was cool enough to where, like, your plan isn't bad, so we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do both. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna implement both, which kind of threw him off because he wanted it to be played his way. But in this game, I don't know if it was in this episode or leading up into the next one. The All right, because you see, what game was it that they're in the building? Was it that's the possible futures game where they're trying to switch rooms and they have
Yeah,
to roll the dice, right?
yeah.
You see how at a certain point the guy who chose to stay to be the game master,
Mm-hmm.
he sees essentially they've won. They've gotten to the point where they've won. He doesn't really fully get what he's wanted yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he brings on those horrible warders, and then boom, you see the what did he call himself? The Watchman. At first, I
The Grim
thought,
Reaper, right? Essentially, Ken Watanabe. I love
yeah,
that guy. The actor, I love him.
dude, that's Usagi's dad. I don't know if
Really?
you recognize. Yeah, that's Usagi's dad.
Oh shit. Okay.
So when he showed up, I was like, oh shit. So Usagi's dad has been the Joker the whole time, but then he explained his role.
Mm-hmm.
and essentially he couldn't let that dude cheat, which is why
That's the
he.
Man in Black, right? One
Mm-hmm.
in all black, like from he was in Batman Begins, Inception. Like you know this actor, like he's been in a bunch of stuff. He always looks different, but you know that guy, Ken Watanabe. Watanabe.
Because the guy from Inception, I
The
confuse him
one
with
that they
somebody
were
else.
trying
Yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah.
I think
Going
he was
back.
the one they were incepting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right. I looked at him and thought of him like kind of like the Grim Reaper in a
Essentially,
sense. Maybe not like fully, but you know what I mean? Like something
because they
like a representation of that. And I
because he
love that he
explains.
was like, I'm not gonna let him do this because
No,
this
no, no,
whole
no. Because it
time
was
he's been
cheating.
rigging it. Yeah, he's been rigging this shit the whole time. But I'm definitely not letting him get away with this though.
Because he explains the Borderlands as the land of the dead,
Yeah.
essentially. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like fuck, dude. And I don't think Usagi has gotten a good look at him yet.
Mm-mm.
Because yeah, they explain that he's the Watchman
Mm-hmm.
in this episode. This is the season finale, essentially.
Yeah.
Um, the Japanese Professor X, instead of killing Usagi, he saves her
Mm-hmm.
or gives her a chance to live,
Now it's
if you
his
will.
redemption. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was like his art was awesome, but he definitely was a problem throughout the season. But
Yeah,
the way it ends for him is like, okay, that was awesome redemption though. Like it makes you look at
sacrifices
it.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, scumbag. I mean, we ain't gonna freaking hate you too much.
But like
But
Arisu, man, love the character. And it's made me love the actor because of how he's done with this role. It's like I want to
mhm.
see him do anything now. Like I think he's awesome.
Like you will like if you are able to like recognize these characters or the actors who play these characters,
Mhm.
you've seen them before. But
Oh yeah, I'm
because
pretty sure.
they blend, I hate to say because they blend in
That's true.
in some of the things that they're in. It's hard for you to recognize. But I pick up on these guys because from like the Korean shows,
Hmm.
who you see in Sweet Home, you'll see in all those other ones.
Yeah.
Every last one, they're
Hmm.
doing their thing. But this episode ends the same way Squid Game essentially ends,
Yeah.
to where, all right, we're done with doing this in Tokyo.
Hmm.
Now
Let's
we're
go to
moving to
America.
America.
Did you know that Arisu is Alice in Japanese?
Oh shit,
And is it Wasagi? Wasagu? His girl.
Usagi,
Usagi.
Usagi.
That's the rabbit in Japanese. It's Alice in Borderland, Alice in Wonderland. So
Oh, I did not.
he's Alice and she's the white rabbit that it's about. That's what I saw. I don't know how true that is. I'm assuming that's
I want
true.
to get. I actually want to get the graphic novel Alice in Borderlands and read
Yeah,
it just to compare it
and
to
that's
the
another
show.
thing. They said season 3 was straight original, like because I guess the source material only went up until season 2, essentially. So this
Mm.
season was just like them creating an original idea. Like people were, I don't know, some people on the fence about the season. I thought the season was awesome. I can't think it's better than season 2. To me, season 2 might be the perfect season of anything.
Well, no, the
The
first two
first
seasons,
season's awesome too,
the
but
first two seasons,
like season 2 did something to me. Like I was like, oh, this is oof.
bro. I
But
go back like the first season, episode 3. Like I go back to the
oh yeah,
times where these things strum the strings of your heart like big time. And dude, and
but
I'm gonna say this about this third season. The first two seasons straight up gets 4.5 blunts out of 5.
mm-hmm,
This season, if I'm gonna rate it individually, separate from the first two,
mm-hmm,
this one gets a 3,
mm-hmm.
because there were certain things that again with some of the games I was like, oh, all
Yeah.
right, really.
But
But
like in the context of it being rigged, I would give it a 3.5. Like I don't think like some of the plot armor to me was just like, come on.
yeah,
Like,
and I'm
there's
being
ways
nice with
to
the
go
3.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if I'm doing it as a whole, the show itself, I would go like 4 still. off the strength of the season 1 and 2. Like to
Yeah,
me,
I'll agree with
as
you there.
much as I love season 1, like season 2 to me is like that's like a perfect season. Like I thought that's the thing that made me like fall in love with it. Season 1 got me and hooked. Season 2 had me like, this is like a perfect show, you know?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
extremely happy with the
curious
first 2 seasons. I mean,
if they're gonna keep it going.
with the American version. I mean, you see the waitress
Yeah.
wearing the name tag. She turns around, boom, Alice. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, the same way
And
they
like they
ended
showed
Squid
it
Games.
where they didn't show her head or anything, so it could be
Mm-mm-mm.
any actress they
It
want.
could be, yeah,
And
they could
hopefully,
fit in anybody.
like I'd like to see cameos from Arisu. Maybe if like the season, like the American version, somebody's going through it and like he's on a Zoom call. I don't want him going into the Borderlands no more.
No,
I
that
don't
and
want
here's
to. He deserves to just live his happy life with his wife and his baby.
and then to end it as well with this is where you're going to show me all the important characters that survived because the only important character they brought back was Anne, and she was only in it,
To
a
help him
few.
get back. Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought Anne died, but
Exactly.
they
But she did.
didn't show it though because she was
They
laying there and old girl was with her.
bleeding out. Yeah,
Yeah,
homegirl was bleeding. Like they shouldn't have survived the way they got shot
no,
up, but they survived. And then the doctor dude, the dude that turned out to be a doctor who was a wise
mm-hmm.
ass.
Yeah,
The guy played the game phenomenally in the
yeah, he
games.
did.
You mean to tell me you're not going to bring because some of the characters they brought back, it was kind of, outside of this, the big sister, little sister thing.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain characters where, yeah, you died. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it sucked the way you went, but
and like
you
the
know,
like the old man that was a drug addict or recovering drug
mhm.
addict. I really liked him a lot too. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed him. His death that one hurt me a little bit
Oh,
because
dude,
his
especially
arc
when
was so good. Yeah,
you realize it, like, you're going
but
to
that
give me those. You're
you're
going to give
right.
me 2
You know,
seconds of each character at the end.
and like they could have at least like brought a few of them back, but I guess maybe they didn't want to bring them back because they didn't want to have to kill them. Or if you bring back Arisu and his whole crew, like they're gonna run this game, like they're gonna run through this game like it's nothing. So maybe,
Which is how it should have been.
yeah, but maybe that's the way. But I don't know. It felt like a little. I wouldn't say cheap, but it just felt like a little. You could have given us some more to these characters, unless
Yeah.
that's the intention that we're moving this over to the States and we're gonna either involve them or, expand the lore. But I mean, I will say because I've seen the Squid Game comparisons, this season is way better than Squid Game season 3. That's without a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
way
Yeah. For
better.
sure. I
I
mean,
would argue
Alice
the
in
show is
Borderland.
better. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a better
Alice
show.
in Borderland as a show is better, and that's not to say Squid Games isn't a good show,
Oh,
but
Squid
Alice in
Game's awesome.
Borderland is. But
And
for
the main
me,
protagonist is actually someone you can get behind and thoroughly stay. Like, old boy from Squid Game did a lot of stupid shit. Now, he was heroic as hell, sacrifices everything. But just jumping back into the games initially, that was already his reasoning was, I just don't want this to happen to people. Okay, it's going to still happen, bro. Arisu went to go get his wife and unborn child. That makes perfect sense. Like, the reason, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the protagonist and Alice is more like, I understand that. I get that. I do the same thing. Squid Game was just like,
yeah, you're a dumbass who's got gambling issues. Like,
yeah,
come on, man.
you could have fought this from a different angle, bro. Like, your baby ain't in there. Your wife ain't in there. Like, what are you doing, man?
I think I was just unhappy with. Okay, yeah, really, you're turning it from a Japanese game into an American game. I mean, just give me an ending.
Yeah,
let somebody create something else. Like
and
maybe I'll watch the American show. Maybe
season 2 could have been the ending, and I think it would have been perfect if they would have just not done this season. Not to say I didn't like it. I did enjoy the season, but if they would have just ended it with season 2, it would have been a perfect ending. Like, we get the understanding of what happened. But now that you've opened it up to even more expansion, like, okay, so they're going to America now. This is going to be a whole nother set. But the cool thing, just like Squid Game, we got to see like Korean and Japanese like childhood games and lore. Like, I think it's going to be really cool to see like an American version of like child games, like Ring Around the Rosie or
which weren't too dissimilar from what I mean. There are more. We've had a couple more, but
It's kind of
Like the
it's
Squid
interesting.
Game, like Squid Game, their game, another version of hopscotch, if you
Oh
will.
yeah, pretty
You know,
much. Yeah,
but
like, I'm interested to see. Like I can say like, oh, I'm not as excited, but once they start announcing stuff, I'm gonna be gung ho, especially if the cast is cool. Like I'm,
yeah, we'll
yeah, I
see.
give it three and a
We'll
half,
see.
but
But as a show as a whole, I'm again the first two seasons were still the best. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 blunts. Period.
yeah,
It's
as a
just
show, four easy.
easy. That's Alice in Borderlands on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommended. Highly recommended. And if you're still listening, as a show for Halloween, we're gonna be dressing up.
Mm-hmm.
So to the 5 fans that are listening right now, we're gonna rely on you. Minding up until then. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Yeah, we're gonna try to have some fun with that. So yeah, thanks again for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate it. I'm Al, joined by my brother Marcus. See you next week. Peace.
The bitches, the guns, the knives, the result. Smashing the niggas that's trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the cribs, the cars, the clothes. The bitches, the guns.